Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day wherein I have a sleepy boy on my lap. I woke him up. This is little Thigmo / Janus. He is a sweetheart, a really, really good little hamster. I mean, he's near golden. This is the more of the golden coloration. When they look like a chipmunk, that is classic golden coloration. They have all sorts of different color patterns and such, and different names for the various colors. It doesn't change the fact that it's still just a hamster. I mean, if you go to a store and they've got like fancy hamsters that they're charging you more, there's no other specialized breeds of hamsters. It's all just the random luck of the genetic draw. There's just Syrian hamsters, dwarf hamsters, Chinese dwarf hamsters, or is it a Russian dwarf hamster? I can't remember now because I'm very, very tired. I got to bed super late, like 2 o'clock in the morning last night before I finally got to bed. So I set my alarm for 7 o'clock. Woke up before that, but tried to give myself time to sleep. But didn't really do well. I mean, I slept, and I fell asleep fairly quickly. And because I tank up, I stayed asleep, and that was good. So doing well that way, but oy vey. So, but he's a little sweetheart. But yeah, it's once again, there's only one. There's Syrian hamsters. There's no such thing as a fancy hamster or any other name they give them. There's Syrians, and then there's dwarves, and that's it. Anything else is they're just going, ooh, I bet people would pay more for this. And after all, capitalism is summed up by, what was it, P.T. Barnum, who said, never give a sucker an even break. And in business, customers are the suckers. And it's whatever the market will bear. You find out what people are not willing to pay for your service, and then you keep backing it up 1 or 2 pennies until you find out what they will pay for it. Then you go, okay, that's what it costs. So, oh, well, goody. I need to turn off my sound. A notification coming on from my system there. I think it was the Facebook Messenger message or some such. I'm not sure. It's just, it was a doing sound, and I don't know all the various Windows 10 sounds even now because I don't care. I want to be able to put in my own sounds, and that's about as much as I care. And the fact that I can't, I don't even bother. I mean, the really big error messages, I pay attention to those. I know that if I hear a bonk sound, it's like, oh, that's bad. But like the whoops for various notifications, that's... So, yay. Oh gosh, let's try to remember what I was talking about. I know I was talking about hamsters and how tired they are. And she's tired. She has just been sleeping for the past half hour. She was up and awake when I first came in, but she's underneath her. I don't remember where they came in, but there's a set of wooden things with wire so that you can squish them around into different shapes, and then you can put them down with the hamsters. I've got one in sort of a, well, it's a strip, so it's not a dome, but it's a, you know, like an arch, a bridge arch, and she sleeps underneath that, so that's her house underneath there. So I don't want to go bothering her too much. Oil dabs for THC consumption, so of course hot oil with increased mucus production, so my sincere apologies. Oh yes, and with the, well, they're way back there, so I can't get them. But yesterday I took those hiking boots that I had gotten, and I didn't go hiking, but I went on my walk to Walmart and back. So I went on a good 6-mile trip. They are snug, as boots especially need to be, but not tight. Snug because if your feet move around inside your shoes, you're asking for blisters. So my feet do not move around inside of there, which one of the big things that happened with my previous shoes, not the ones that I wear now, which are really good for my sister, but the ones that I had bought, they were like big floppy clown shoes. My feet always bounced around inside of them, and I had to walk carefully or I'd step out of the shoes, because with my body and fibromyalgia, any pressure on my feet is just painful. Ugh. So yay on that, but they worked super good. Now my legs were really sore when I got back. Number one, they're a lot heavier than my regular shoes that I've worn before, so that's a big heavier drag on the end of my legs. And because the soles are thicker and don't move as much, excuse me, my sincere apologies, because of that, the soles don't flex as much, and so it has changed my stride, because if my foot doesn't bend in the middle, it's moving more like this instead of like this, and that changes the, oh my god, come on, thank you, it picked up on that one real quick and didn't want to refocus. But try to remember what I was talking about that. Ah yes, and the great amount of ankle support that it gives. My legs were sore when I got back, but it was excellent, so good. I took the shoes off as soon as I got back because I wanted to see how my feet were, to make sure that they were just snug and not tight, because tight, you're going to cut off your blood flow, things are going to hurt, and if something is bothersome now, if it's just a bit of annoying pressure now, in 10 minutes it's going to be painful, and in a half hour it's going to hurt, and in an hour you're going to have a blister. So a little bit of irritation is going to lead to a lot of trouble. And it was perfect. My feet were in great shape. There was just snug, but not tight all the way through, and it was very good. Definitely a thumbs up. Again, I wish to show my show. I'd do that by doing what I'm doing. I wish to thank everybody that has ever sent me anything. It is appreciated to no end. I don't make a big deal out of a lot of things, but just because as stated, it's like if there are things that are just in use that I have to use immediately, I don't want to put them to the side until I do an unboxing, because my hamsters need to eat, my cat needs to eat, my feet need shoes, such like that. It's things that are fun, like, oh, I wanted to show off something and now I've forgotten even what it was. Oh, good Lord. My sincere apologies. I wish I could remember what it even was I was going to show off. That's painful. My sincere apologies. Oh boy, I lead up to something and then fizzle out entirely, and that's painful. I have no idea what it was I was going to try and show off either. My sincere apologies. I think it must have been the boot or the shoe, or wait a minute. Wait. I remember now, because on Facebook I had made a post. I can't remember when it came up. Twitter, and then I put it onto Facebook, talking about how these old paper magazines I used to buy, like Isaac Asimov's science fiction magazine, Ellery Queen, Hitchcock, analog, fantasy and science fiction, and I said, I don't even know if they make these anymore. And somebody said, hey, give me your address, I'll send you something. So I've got a post office box for this reason, and something showed up in my post office box yesterday. Oh, where is it? There it is. That's why I couldn't see it. There's a tissue on top of it. This showed up. Now, this isn't who actually did it, so, you know, I don't even know if that person even lives there, if there's even a house there, because this is June 1980. Hokey smokes. I was still in high school when this was published. I had friends in college. 90% of my friends were college age when I was in middle school and high school. I hung around with college kids when I was young. But we had a big laugh when this thing first came out, because the idea, it should have been called Isaac Asimov's Magazine of Science Fiction, because then the acronym would have been I Am SF. because Isaac Asimov was such a big deal back when he was alive. That's when I first started hearing the death drum beats of my age in 1992, when Isaac Asimov died. Oh, that was a shocker. Oh my God, that was horrific for everyone in the science fiction world. Boy. But this is very cool, and I can't remember if they were just a Facebook person, but it doesn't even matter. Thank anybody for sending me anything at all. It is appreciated to no end. Thank you so very, very much. Past that, life is just life. I've been going walkies when I can. I went on my 6-mile round trip walkies. Some nights, like Wednesday night was not an average night for me. I had to take a shower and I had to have therapy the next morning at 5:30. So I just went, I'm not going to be able to do a good walkies. It's going to be too late. It's just, so I didn't go. But on the whole, I've been doing like 6.8 trips per week out of 7 as making the round trip to Walmart. And yeah, it's a decimal because I'll never be able to make it 7 because I've missed days. But it averages out to more than 6. But how do you walk a decimal? So I'm doing good. It's still a high percentage. I'm going a good 6 or 7 days a week. It's just like yesterday, that only made it 5 days instead of 7. But still, it's a good thing, and I need to stay healthy, hokey smokes. I think about this because my kids, I keep trying, I keep reaching out. I've told them once, and I'm going to tell them again. It's like, look, think about this one close. You can decide you don't want me in your life until later, when it's too late and I'm dead and gone, and then it's unresolved, and you've always got this hanging over your head of, gosh, I wish I'd done this. Or, before I die, you can reach out and we can try and interact again. So, here's hoping. I mean, I'm happy in that they're alive. I and my wife gave up guardianship of our children, our 2 youngest, to her brother-in-law and sister because we knew we couldn't take care of them. She was dying. I was taking care of her. We wanted to make sure that they wouldn't end up in foster care or worse. So we made sure that when she died and I fell apart, they'd still have a roof, people that nominally love them. It's as much as they're capable, I imagine they are, but so we did. My wife died, I broke, and my kids ended up with living still underneath the roof with food and clothing and going to school, and again, at least nominally, with people that appear to love them. So it's a good thing. We did as best we could, and the fact that I'm trying to repair and reach out now is all that I can do. It's unpleasant, it's unfair, but life isn't fair. And if I end up dying before they want to reach out and reattach family lines, then life is life. You do what you can. You can't tear yourself apart. I did the best I could. Still am. So if things fall apart, not my fault. Snort! I hate that snort sound. I developed that snort for all the way through my life. And my wife hated it, and I've never liked it because it's gross. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Oh, holy smokes, it's 14 minutes and change. I haven't even been talking about anything yet. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to spend my time talking about. Ah, that's so annoying. Anyway, though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and I really did too this time. Hey, thumbs up for that. I remembered to do that. And I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. Now, it's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro and more, and you've heard me talk, it's amazing I can remember my own name sometimes. Thumbs up for that. Now, if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So a good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. I delete immediately or report as spam the abusive comments, but just troll comments or unpleasant ones, as long as they're not abusive, I leave them up there. So thumbs up and thank you. Now, let me call it my Chrome. It's here somewhere. There we are. Monique, thank you very, very much. And Matthew Reed, greatly appreciated. AW Network, thumbs up and thank you. Vane Rodriguez, greatly appreciated. Spiky29, thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. And Dylan Beasley, thumbs up and thank you. Thomas S, greatly appreciated. Talon Stevenson, ooh, like the name. Kobe B-R-E-A-Z-E-A-L-E, thank you very, very much. Rex, greatly appreciated. Gabriel Cortez, thumbs up and thank you. Not the Yadas, not the Yadas, thank you very, very much. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Tom Bomb, ooh, or it could be Toom thank you very, very much. And Spider Main, thumbs up and thank you. Striving RTG, greatly appreciated. Marcelo Machareth, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. William Weber, greatly appreciated. NF Trey, thank you very, very much. Rex FN, greatly appreciated. CJR, thumbs up and thank you. Exposersec, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Dan Scott, who actually had a birthday. Thank you very, very much, and happy birthday. And last but not least, Joe Gilbo. Thank you, each and every one of you. Oh, my arm is so tired from holding it up in the air like that. Ah, thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. As stated, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, even if in just a marginal text fashion. You're still having to interact with stuff that's not from inside here, and that's good. If you have depression of any kind, you do need to get with people. Being isolated does not help. It does not help. It's horrible and horrific. I've got social anxieties. I don't like being around people. I am an introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert. I need to be around people for short periods of time, periodically, and then I'll scurry off to my rabbit hole again. But I'm trying. It can be done. Therapy was good. I'm not really going to talk a whole lot about it. There was not a lot of revelations to talk about. Even though a lot of things have happened with my memory, I forget so much. So I get to therapy and I don't even talk about a lot of the things that I want to talk about. And then I always remember stuff that I wish I'd said. So thumbs up. But it was good. It was good. And then, of course, yesterday when I got home from therapy, I immediately fell asleep for a long time since I woke up before 5:30. So I'm hoping to do reaction videos over the weekends. I've been trying to take weekends easy, to be good on myself, but I've missed so many reactions this past weekend, so that I'm going to do reactions over the weekend to make up for it. I got a reaction coming up today, got a game video coming up today, at least one, so definitely a thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down here, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. Again, thank you so much, Brian Glenn. If you could check out those various links and donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be, wait for it, beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. Very awesome. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. I mean, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time, which will be hopefully longer than next Tuesday or Monday. I haven't gotten any letters about them turning off time, so I think we're okay. Very good. Well, hopefully you're going to have a good day today. I've had a busy morning, and it's going to be a busy day, and I'm probably going to fall asleep through most of it. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very, very, very good thing. Is this going to be 20 minutes? Not seconds. I always call it 20 seconds. I have no idea why. I'm a knucklehead sometimes.